Benny Johnson brutally mocked for completely misunderstanding Shane Gillis ESPY jokes. Dumber than bricks. Benny Johnson is finding himself on the receiving end of a flood of mockery after cheering on Shane Gillis' edgy ESPY monologue and claiming the comic called the January 6th Capitol attack staged, prompting critics to ridicule the MAGA podcaster for obviously misunderstanding Gillis' joke. Dumber than bricks. Consequence publisher Alex Young tweeted about the serial plagiarist, despite his comedy not veering as far to the right as many of his anti-woke broadcaster peers, Gillis has become something of a MAGA darling in recent years, especially after he was fired before even starting as a Saturday Night Live cast member over resurfaced jokes that were deemed racially offensive and homophobic. Since then, Gillis' career has taken off with numerous televised comedy specials, commercial endorsements, and his own Netflix series. 4 years after his preemptive termination, Gillis got the chance to host SNL, which was met with mixed reviews. Meanwhile, he continues to host a successful podcast that not only regularly features a number of his fellow comics but also a pair of right-wing conspiracy theorists. During the ESPN Sports Awards show on Wednesday night, Gillis took aim directly at Donald Trump and the controversy over his administration's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case, which has caused a meltdown among the president's supporters after the Justice Department concluded Epstein died by suicide and didn't keep a client list to blackmail prominent figures. MAGA podcaster Benny Johnson was widely ridiculed for celebrating comedian Shane Gillis' jokes about Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, with observers noting he didn't realize the comic was making fun of the president. YouTube. Donald Trump wants to stage a UFC fight on the White House lawn. The last time he staged a fight in D.C., former Vice President Mike Pence almost died. Gillis quipped to laughter and applause, after joking that he didn't even write that bit. The comic then referenced the Epstein affair that has the MAGA universe in chaos, particularly after the president ordered his boys and gals to stop caring about the Epstein files because it's bulls *****, and a Democratic-fueled hoax written by former President Barack Obama. Trump has even gone so far as to chastise Republicans who demand more information on the case as stupid and weaklings. Actually, there was supposed to be an Epstein joke here, but I guess it got deleted, he said. Probably deleted itself, right? Probably never existed, actually. Let's move on as a country and ignore that. Johnson, who has urged Trump to release everything on Epstein to prove the files are fake, because it's the #1 motivating issue for the base, shared a clip of Trump mocking jokes and proclaimed that, "We control culture now." At the same time, he essentially proved that he didn't understand that Gillis was actually making fun of the president and his base with the Epstein quip or the January 6th joke, instead claiming that the comic was somehow endorsing the right-wing conspiracy that the FBI orchestrated the insurrectionist attack on the Capitol. Comedian Shane Gillis calls January 6th staged, and makes a Jeffrey sick Epstein murder joke that has crowd roaring at these was. Johnson tweeted that it didn't take long for Johnson's woefully wrong take to come under fire on social media, with many observers taking great joy in pointing out how the joke went right over the Trump lackey's head. Shane Gillis pokes fun at Donald Trump and his administration over the January 6th riots and the uproar over the Jeffrey Epstein files. ESPY. Shane Gillis isn't a subtle comedian, but somehow this guy misunderstood both jokes. Substack writer Alice from Queens reacted. Amazing. Gillis jokes that Trump staged January 6th the way he wants to stage a UFC fight at the W, meaning he organized and was responsible for January 6th, and that it led to Mike Pence almost being killed, finance journalist James Surowiecki noted. Benny Johnson tells his followers that Gillis was saying January 6th was faked.